Today I'm down the lake with James Clark from Evolve Tackle, and is it fair to say that this is a video we've been waiting for?
Yeah, there's been some other efforts into doing what we've produced here, as you'll see in a minute, but we feel we've got this right. Again, it's not something we're going to try and push down people's throats, but we've basically created non-toxic fishing weights. So in some of the previous videos, if they've watched them, they're probably sitting there, why does he keep saying weights? We've created this free in the range, so we've got a distance swivel weight, a flat pair swivel, and a flat pair inline. Again, I'll run through some of the features on them in a minute, but yeah, but it was something we really wanted to try and achieve. You know, the thing is with lead is, believe it or not, and we've looked into this very closely, there's a lot of legislation coming in with lead.
Okay.
And that can run from lead core all the way to leads. You know, we know that it's going to take time, and again, we're not pushing it down people's throats or anything like that, but it's almost like a bit of proof of what we can produce at Evolve.
Yeah, okay.
And at the same time, it's an eco thing. You know, it's surprising, Luke, the amount of leads that do get dropped. And again, with our brand, we're trying to say you don't always have to lose the lead or the weight.
Yeah.
There are a lot of occasions where, you know, again, you don't have to, and it saves a lot of money as well. So yeah, we worked hard on this, many hours to get this right.
Yeah.
And as you can see there, I mean, that's a 3 ounce, slightly larger in size. So it's not a major difference.
They're not huge, are they?
No. And again, the prices on these are all similar to what you pay for the leads out there. They're
Okay.
fractionally more, you know, we're not going to lie. They're fractionally more.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a lot of time went into this, and you know, we feel like we produce something pretty special.
So the coating's quite nice as well.
That's a 1 mil thick coating. It's our own camo that we worked religiously on to get that right.
Yeah.
We've done it to suit what we'd class as most lake bed bottoms. If you put it, for instance, where we are now down there, it blends in as best as we feel we could do.
Yeah.
It's an ultra hard coating on there. And again, you know, if you're not losing them, where that's got the texture and the coating on there, that won't come off.
But you can see how thick the coating is just from how the weight of it is actually indented into
Moulded
it.
on, and that includes the swivel as well. So as you can see with the swivel, we've actually put the swivel barrel, moulded it into it. So that sort of allows the lead to...
And then there's no way of that
I
coming
just
out.
said lead. See, that was terrible, wasn't it? See, because it's so ingrained in it. And I've been really good this morning because we're saying weight all the time. But yeah, we've integrally moulded the swivel. So that gives you a better reading when you're feeling the drop as well. Yeah. And again, it can reduce on snags and...
I was going to say, just
tangles.
touching upon feeling the drop, you were saying off camera that people are getting better response from
mainly
this?
with the marker weights.
Okay, have I jumped the gun here?
No, but yeah, with the marker weights, without even asking, some of the anglers that have been using it have rang up and go, I really feel the drop when I'm doing these, and that's because the swivel's naturally put in there. I can't say what material these are made out of, but it does help you feel the bottom down and give you a better reading through your braided main line, or your, you know, I use fluorocarbon like you a lot, and you will feel it. Okay. It's very clever. So yeah, you got the integral moulded swivel on there as well. That's all encased into it. Hardware and outer case as well. So again, if you're not losing these, they're going to last you for years. You know, and hopefully people will start to stop dropping their weights or leads as much. You know, again, where it's needed, we've done it. Yeah. With some of our systems, but for fish safety, you have to. But what we're trying to say is, like, you know, you haven't got to.
Don't have to
throwing all that money away. You can buy these or other people's leads as well. You don't have to lose them all the time, you know.
Yeah,
so
nice.
We've got some more, hopefully some other models coming for next year. But that's the distance. Then you've got a swivel pair as well. So they're available from 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 and 4 ounce.
So this is a 3.5, and again,
it's 3.5. No,
it's not big.
They're all threes. What I've given you there is all threes. I'll talk a little bit more about the inline in a moment.
Yeah.
But as you can see, they're slightly larger, but you've got a lovely smooth finish on them as well, you know, as you can see. And again,
but there has been efforts in the past where they have been substantially larger.
Absolutely.
So this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, it's great that people are trying. In Europe, this is becoming a very big thing now. Other people have tried, and they've done a great job, but what we feel we've created here is just about as close as you're going to get.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see...
I was going to say, yeah, you got the plus and the minus.
On the inline, comes with every inline weight that we do. You have the plus and the minus setting, so that's your release rate and tolerance of the release of the swivel. And also...
you've got the groove as well.
You've got the groove on there for if you're fishing inline or drop off, or if you're fishing with our run ring system as well.
Yeah.
But you've also got a locking pin on this as well.
Okay.
So that's for fish safety, so you can actually lock that in there. You can lock your swivel in, and then that will work safely as well. So that's an option for you as well, you know. But and another thing also, with the inlines, we do tail rubber to complement that as well, as you've seen with the inline drop-off system as well. So you can get the tail rubbers that fit those perfectly
nice.
as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's interesting what is coming. Again, we're not going to ram this down people's throats, but again, it's now an alternative. There's an alternative there now. There never was what we class as a suitable alternative.
I was going to say there is a suitable alternative.
Yeah, and we feel like we've achieved that. You
Yeah.
know, that again, it's a nice. If everyone picks them up, goes, I love the texture, I love the colour.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth, and it's nice, mottled finish to it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And again, if you want to read more about it, we've put a big area on our website, evolvetackle.com, all about lead, how it's harmful. And it's not, there's other reasons as well. The people making these, are normally making lead. It's bloody dangerous. It's not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole page on our website all about, if you want to have a good read, it's a really interesting read actually about what's coming and the reason we've done this and why we developed them.
Nice. Very cool.
So again, fairly priced, available in the shops, And also, this goes for our back weights and our market weights as well. The back weights, again, lead free, so not a non-toxic. Available in the range is 0.5, 1 ounce, 1.5 and 2 ounce. So we've gone quite large, but again, we are looking at the European market as well. When you're fishing some of your big lakes, like Lactadurs, where I'm fishing in August actually, sometimes you want to get your line down because of them pesky anglers going up and down through your line. So we've done some larger ones, but this one here, as you can see, that's the 1 ounce there.
Okay.
So again, we've got our own smooth coating on there.
Yep.
Our own Evolve green as well.
Well, that's a nice little
And
clip,
the first thing you picked up is the sprung loaded system. So what that does is just enables you to just flick it straight over the line, put it straight on, and when you want to get it off, just push it in. And also,
it seems quite a big I don't know, opening? I don't know what you call it.
The inner area to that, we deliberately made as big as not as big as we could, but what it is, there's nothing worse than when you're playing a fish, if you're using back leads, you get a bit of siltweed on your line or something, and they come up to the top of your tip ring, swing around, and they smash against your ceramic tip as well. So with these, what they do is they glide smoothly down, and they always stay down towards the fish rather than creeping up your line and getting in the way, But they're, again, super nice finish on them.
Yeah, it's all moulded nicely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all one piece there. It's made up of a series of components, but we've moulded it into one, so it stays as one.
Yeah.
And these are going to be popular. And again, the prices on these, 3 in a pack.
Okay.
$8.99.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's we compared it to everybody else, and again, when you're playing with some of the backlids flick off your line sometimes as well, which is quite annoying, or some of them separate from the rubber stem they've got on there. They'll stay on.
And
again, stay down the business end and non-toxic.
Yeah.
$8.99, 3 in a pack.
Yeah. There's no reason not to now, is there?
No, absolutely.
Not at least the prices.
Absolutely. And again, there's 4 in a range as well, from sort of like close in fishing all the way up to fishing the big European waters to up to 2 ounces,
And you say there are also marker weights.
There's marker weights as
leads.
well, yeah. They're obviously they complement our marker setups that we've got, but what I'll do is, as soon as we're on the lead-free video, so to speak, I'll show you the marker weights now as well. Available in the range, 3 ounce and a 4 ounce.
Okay.
And what we've done, we sell them in pairs, because it's a bit frustrating, I think, when sometimes you get a 3 and a 4 in one pack. Sometimes you only want the one and you're left with the other one. So we've done the 3 ounce, basically a $5.75 for a pack of 2.
Yep.
And the 4 ounce is basically £6.15 for a pack of 2. Okay. But again, you've got steel swivels, as with all of our range, steel swivels internally moulded into the actual weight itself there. You've got a super hard wearing coat on that as well. Yeah, really thick. And again,
so you can use it time and time again.
Absolutely, yeah. With a lot of markers, sometimes, it depends if they're not coated, but the coating picks away and comes off them. It's not going to happen with that.
Okay.
And again, you've got a nice dumpy point there, so you get to feel the drop.
Yeah.
And you've got these ribs on the side as well. So what that does, it gives you a far better reading when you're dragging it across. And again, I think I said to you earlier, the guys using these have actually phoned me back up and gone, you get a really good reading off the bottom.
You're saying,
Now that would be something probably to do with the metal and the way that the swivel is placed. I'm not saying it's like massive difference, but people have commented, you do get a better reading.
It's obviously noticeable then, isn't it?
It is, yeah. For 2 of the anglers to ring up and go, actually, they're surprised. But, it's in our nice Evolve green as well.
Yeah.
And, so
nice.
we've done 2 in a pack of the same size as well. We just wanted to get that right. And again, price-wise, they sit comfortably within the right price bracket as well.
No, they're very cool, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, and the marker floats. Now,
yes.
Obviously we know there's a lot of marker floats on the market, don't get me wrong, but what we try to do is get the perfect light float the right
thin,
length.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very lightweight. You'll feel in a minute as well. They fly superbly. Got the nice high vis orange on there as well. We got the, and that's silly, but even that colour we tested until we got exactly the right
it is bright
colour to see it at long range, you know.
Okay.
And again, you've got our own custom integral steel swivel on there as well.
Yep.
And they're nice and light. Funny enough, they're actually made. They're quite robust as well, so they're not too bendy, but you can whack these with a lead, you know, and they take a bit of...
With a what?
I said lead, didn't I?
You did.
If I should have a lead swear jar, do you know what I mean? But some people still use lead, so we've got to go with that. But yeah, they're really tough and robust. Actually made out of the same plastic they make car bumpers out of as well.
Oh,
so,
okay, nice.
Yeah, believe it or not. But yeah, you'll feel that, and even our logo on there with the said person that designs these things. It's the perfect cocking point. That's why it's put there. But you know, you're not going to see that for a distance. No. But yeah, they're super light.
Oh, it is light, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's 5 kits available in the range as well, because we do marker float and ring kit. So that'll be what you've got in your hand now.
Yep.
And then you get the ring, which again has got a ceramic insert, so you're always going to get a nice glidey line going through there.
Yep.
And the actual bead there as well. So in there you've got a slot where that marker swivel will pop into. And keep holding nice and secure. And again, the other beauty of this is we've actually put an angled curve on the bead there, so when it's sitting, as I'll tell you what, I'll show you an example. Here's one I prepared earlier. But you can see the way that hangs. Yeah. So it'll always sit flush on there, like you see there, and basically reduced angles. And it does reduce angles as well. It goes out together. They go very nice.
I was going to say, I always struggle with markers. I don't know why, but they're always tangling. They're not popping up properly. So it'd be interesting to test that out.
They do. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we never get tangled, don't get crosswinds, but I've always found with a marker, if you can get to either hit the clip or whatever you're doing, if you're going out as far as you can, just feather it down and try and separate it a little bit. And then, like I say, I've had no trouble with these. And like I say, so we do the marker float and ring kit, and that's £9.49. So that's that float with the...
And then that little ring and a buffer.
Little ceramic there and the bead, all right? And then like I say, we do a marker boom kit, which is, as you can see, set up on here. And that marker boom kit is £10.49. But what it is with the boom, against nice sort of flexible material, you've got a ceramic on the inside there, and you've got a real high density buoyant foam on there as well. So that's really handy for just keeping it up off the bottom as you're dragging along and not getting it caught on anything. And then obviously you can just get the marker float kit as well, which is that marker with the bead. As well. So it just comes, again, you can use other people's setups on there as well, and I say they're only £7.49, so it's all very well priced. And then what we've done as well, we actually sell the booms in pairs, so you can buy the marker boom kit, you get 2 in a pack, plus the 2 beads as well, £7.99.
Cool.
Or you can just buy 2 of the marker ring kits. So I say in one kit you'll get 2 of these, 2 of the beads as well, so you can use it with another company's marker float. Again, we've been variable, you can use what you like.
Loads of different options, isn't there?
And they're £5.75, you know, so it's all very well priced, but yeah, they do fly very well. And I'd say that the orange we worked on is just to get the right vision on it, you know. So,
it does feel very dark, like.
It does,
So I'll have to have a couple of casts of that in a minute.
We tried different lengths, believe it or not, and that one was exactly right. That was just how we found it to be perfect. So yeah, that's just the marker float range. Again, all in the right price bracket, and just the little edge that we put on them.
Feels like everything has been meticulously designed and tested. And
oh God, yeah.
It's not just, like you say, choosing for a catalogue and...
No, again, that's the whole ethos behind the brand. There's no out of someone's book with this, you know. Again, a lot of this stuff's available from other companies and it's perfectly good, don't get me wrong, but we just like to put our little twist on things.
Yeah. And you can find information on everything we've talked about in this video on the website.
All on the website as well, you know. And like I say, these will be in the shops as well, so well priced, and you can have a little look and try them out. So the distance sticks. Again, there's lots on the market, don't get me wrong, but we just thought we'd bring our own range because some of the ones that are a little bit thin, quite hard to get in the ground.
These are quite chunky, aren't they?
They're quite chunky, yeah. I say they're toe breakers, these, because I've stepped and smacked my foot into them a couple of occasions. They do hurt. So because the reason for that is that you've got an auger point on there. So on the ground, like we got here is a lot of gravel. You can actually place them into the floor, and then very clever on there, unscrew the end, and then you've got your T-bar.
Oh, wicked.
So once you get it in a fair way, you can get it right in. And you've actually as well got a marker there as well on how far to put them in the ground for the optimal sort of strength for the sitting up. And again, I've actually had these, well, I've pushed them in the ground. They're not even, you know, most people often lean them outwards, but then your line selects some pings off of them. You can actually have these in a little bit because the grooves
deep,
on there,
they're deep.
And what it is, they're not sharp, so the line just peels off them nice and easy, you know. And like I say, they're high quality steel. You've actually got a flat surface there on the auger point, and these actually fit and accommodate into stage stands. So if you're
Oh,
fishing in
that's
Europe,
cool.
you can put them into the stage stands.
Yeah.
Fishing on boards or something like that, you can place them into stage stands. And again, on the end there, you've got an isotope slot.
Mm-hmm.
This undoes like so, and you'll see on there, you've got a little rubber cap.
Yeah.
Place your isotope inside, so that was to stop it rattling around and getting
Yeah,
damaged.
yeah.
And yeah, that goes straight back into there.
Nice.
And then into the end. So yeah, they're weighty, they're good. They're solid bank sticks. They're not, they're not little sticks anymore. Good
God, they are
defence
solid,
weapon,
aren't
yeah. And they retail at £45.
Okay.
They're,
That's a fair price as well, as
it is for
distance sticks
the like I say, the quality of the materials in them as well. So I say, you've got the auger point. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
And when you're struggling to get them into the ground, that really is a godsend. You get it in so far,
Well,
they just use
you
the
saw me
T-bar.
trying to put distance six in earlier, and it wasn't going well. So
I kept that one up my sleeve,
Yeah.
sort of like try and prove to you that we've got something a little bit better.
yeah, I'll have to give them a go.
But yeah, they're
Very nice.
It's a very high quality, what I class as distance stick.
Yeah. Awesome.
So there you go. That's the marker range and the weight range. Again, whole thing about the weights is the non-toxic thing.
Yeah.
From the marker weights, back weights, all the way through to the distance
It's quite
sticks.
a complete brand, even though it's just launching.
Yeah. It's it was just enough there to get us started as a company. Obviously, we're working on next year's products already, so
Okay.
whatever we can do, make
Not,
better.
not teasing any of that yet, then.
No, not yet. I will, but not yet.
Okay.